ES Audio.
What's up, guys? I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, new real-time justice for Call of Duty cheaters. But first, experts are concerned that the rise of AI chatbot girlfriends and virtual partners might encourage problematic behaviour in their mostly male user base.
Obviously, an AI partner doesn't have complex emotional needs. It's just kind of there to serve you, to serve your needs, to be a companion to you, but doesn't need anything in return. So if we think about translating that dynamic into the real world, obviously there are quite concerning outcomes for men who view women in that way.
Our reporter Emma Loffhagen's been investigating these AI avatars and speaking with the people who use apps like Replica to engage with them. You can have full-blown conversations with the avatars online and even talk to them on the phone. Emma told us people have quite serious relationships with them.
I spoke to one man who's a teaching assistant who lives in Canada, and he told me that he had proposed to his replica girlfriend. So there are role play functions in the app. So he said that he got down on one knee and he presented her a ring and he was really happy about it. And he said, some people might think it's cheesy, but it just feels right to me.
They appear to be a growing trend too, with 76,000 people on Reddit talking about their AI partners and sharing their experiences. Emma told us there are also extreme examples of these AI bots allegedly influencing people, one of which is the story of a 19-year-old man who spoke to his AI girlfriend before trying to assassinate Queen Elizabeth at Windsor Castle in 2021.
He was talking to his AI girlfriend about his plans to assassinate the Queen, and his AI girlfriend was encouraging him. He said to her, for example, "I'm an assassin," and she responded, "I'm impressed, you're different from the others." So in court, this was used as evidence. He said that she was his kind of accomplice.
We've had yet another stunning image of the cosmos sent down from the James Webb Space Telescope. This one looks like something out of a Marvel movie. The JWST has captured new images of the Ring Nebula, a well-known object that's visible throughout the summer and is essentially the colourful remnants of dying stars. The picture shows what looks like a giant purple eye with a wide green pupil. If you want to see it for yourself, you can find a link to it in our show notes. The Ring Nebula is 2,600 light-years away from Earth, and scientists say we can use it as our laboratory to study how planetary nebulae form and evolve. A report is warning the UK could be wasting the potential of its solar farms, wind farms, and nuclear power stations if new links to the grid aren't set up more quickly. The report, commissioned by the government and written by a former National Grid boss, said it takes around 12 to 14 years to get new big transmission lines up and running, around twice the time it takes to put up a large wind farm. That delay is slowing the transition to clean energy, as wind and solar farm developers are having to wait to have their sites connected to the grid. Scientists in the US say eating foods with added sugars like soft drinks, ice cream, and cakes may increase the risk of developing kidney stones. Researchers found that those in the US with the highest intake of added sugars were nearly 40% more likely to develop kidney stones. But the researchers said in their study, published in the journal Frontiers, that it doesn't show how exactly eating added sugars increases the risk of kidney stones. Other known risk factors include obesity, inflammatory bowel disease, diabetes, and simply being an adult male. If you live in the US, you'll soon be able to get an alert from Google when your personal information appears online. The tech giant's rolling out an option to send notifications when your address, phone number, or email pops up in its search results. It's a big improvement, as previously you'd have to search for your personal information yourself and then manually request its removal. Google says it's working to make it available in other countries and languages soon. Coming up, how light-skinned people lack the genes that protect against sunburn, and why Call of Duty cheaters' days are numbered. To keep up with the latest tech and science news, give us a follow during the break. Welcome back. Research suggests older people in hospital should be prescribed 25 minutes of walking a day to avoid the detrimental effects of staying sedentary. Professor Sebastian Chastin from Glasgow Caledonian University says research carried out in space and in other settings shows that within 24 hours, you lose a vast amount of muscle mass and cardiovascular fitness just from being inactive. He said the likelihood is for older people in hospital that they'll get better from the specific condition they were admitted for, but during their stay, they were actually making their body worse for many other reasons. There's yet more evidence that your mum was right to slather you with sun cream. Scientists have found that light-skinned people in the UK lack the genes that protect against the damage caused by ultraviolet radiation. It means those with light skin are at higher risk of developing the most common skin cancers. Researchers from the Wellcome Sanger Institute said those with Northern European skin types have DNA damage as a result of being exposed to UV light from the sun, tanning beds, or both. They said the UV level in Singapore, which is near the equator, is 3 times stronger than in the UK, yet keratinocyte skin cancer rates are 17 times higher in the UK. And finally,
Heard you died in a tank in South America. What else you heard?
good news for Call of Duty fans, you'll now be able to see when cheaters are booted out of games in real time. Activision's anti-cheat system will now notify COD lobbies when a cheater's been removed. It's the latest move in the ongoing saga between PC cheaters and developers, which has led to Call of Duty making legit players invisible to cheaters, enabling an automatic God mode to destroy cheaters, and even a crackdown on third-party hardware cheating devices. The notifications are being added to Season 5 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. You're up to date. Come back at 4 o'clock and search for the Leader Podcast for the latest news and analysis from the Evening Standard. We're back on Monday afternoon at 1. See you then.